Haribo, Dandavad, Prabhu. Dandavad.
Haribol.
Hey.
Dandavad, Pranam, Maharaj. Devotee.
Diva.
How are you, How are you, Maharaj?
Wonderful. Now seeing you, I'm all feeling great.
Hi, Maharaj. Good afternoon.
I think it's the good afternoon. How are you, Nelson? Prabhu?
Fine, very good.
Good, good.
Thank you.
Bhakti Rasa.
Hi, Hare Krishna.
Diva.
Haribol, Bhakta Rasa Prabhu. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué chava, Prabhu? ¿Cómo está tu español?
Muy bien, Prabhu.
Well, good.
Tu gracia es muy bien.
Very good.
Very good.
Namaste, Dandavad Maharaj.
Tu español es muy bueno.
Dandavad Pranam Maharaj.
Dandavad. Dandavad, Linda. Pranam. Namaste.
Pranam. Namaste, Pranam, Dandavad. Why everyone is so silent?
We're just happy to see everyone, looking at everyone's faces.
Yes.
So you are well, Dr. Sadhu?
Yes, I'm fine with the grace of God
Jai.
and with the grace of you. Just continuing. Things are heavy.
Okay.
So many things which we don't want to do, but we have to do. There is no other choice. So in academics, many things which you don't want, but you still have to do.
Duty, huh?
There is no life. There is no life. That's what unhappiness is. So to choose not to choose is a kind of choice which existentialists always they do, and then you don't find happiness.
The Lord's will, huh? So many different disasters, disease, cruel laws of nature.
And disaster in Turkey, and Ohio, boom.
Oh, yes. Turkey, Syria, Ukraine, so many difficulties. Palestine.
And and Chinese glow.
Which
What was that, Prabhu?
kinetic,
And Chinese glow in USA.
What is glowing in USA?
Ohio, you
See,
mean?
in USA glow.
What is glowing?
Military bomb to Chinese glow. Boom.
A
No
glove?
understand?
Chinese globe spy.
Oh, the balloon.
Yeah,
Oh.
balloon, yes.
Now they are fighting over balloons.
Maharaj, why these things are happening?
Why is that happening? Called
Yes.
karma. Called karma.
Because of the
By impious activities, they are getting karma. Everyone is getting. By their activities, they get a reaction. Newton's law. Every action produces a reaction. And it's a very strict law. And karma law is very strict. If you do something for your own satisfaction, against others or against the Lord, then you must get a reaction for your action. That won't be pleasant. As much as you take from the environment, you will have to give back. Everything. You can't cheat the law of karma. So we learn by that process. By suffering, we learn that we are doing something wrong. Then we change our way. Suffering makes us understand that we are doing something wrong. And then we have to think, now what am I doing wrong and how do I do it right? That's good. That's very good. But until we come to the platform of devotional service, understanding how to work under the direction of Guru. Guru is the only one who can give us a proper direction, proper guidance, what to do or what not to do. If we can follow that, we can be immediately relieved from karma. Action performed under the direction of Guru Dev have no karma. Just like taking prasad, offering food to the Lord and then taking it, you don't have any karma in that. Generally, when you eat, you have to take responsibility for the life that you are taking for your preservation. But when we offer that food to Krishna, to Guru and Krishna, then that reaction is removed. And if we continue acting in that way, then we won't get any karma. We'll be freed from karma. And then we will be able to make progress in our spiritual life. Won't be any disturbance. So as long as we are suffering, as long as we're disturbed, we have to think, somehow I'm not doing the right thing. We don't blame the environment. We blame ourselves. How do I act in such a way that I can free myself from all these bad activities, bad reactions?
Can I ask something else?
Yes, please.
Do I have a choice? When the war takes place, do I have a choice? Do I exercise my freedom to choose something? And like in case of Mahabharata, see, the problem was the Kaurav Sena, the war between the Pandav and the Kaurav. And there are many people, good people also, they didn't have a choice, because since you are in Kaurav Sena, so you have to fight with them. But what about their choices and the freedom to choose that something wrong and I can choose a path of right action? So is it
Right.
possible, or that also comes under the law of karma?
Well, when we're suffering, what to do? We have to accept that was our karma, our reaction for whatever we did before. We have to suffer, but we have a choice to change our mood, change our thinking. What did I do to create this suffering for myself? We have to think like that. We don't blame anyone else for our suffering, but we think, what did I do? That choice we have, how I can change whatever I was thinking before. How can I change that now? How can I submit myself to the will of the Lord, to the will of Guru? And then immediately, if we do that, we will get some relief. We will get some relief, even though suffering may be there. That we don't care, but we will get some relief by thinking that this is Krishna's grace, Krishna's will upon me. We can change the situation in that way. It's not the situation that we want to change, it's how we think about it that we want to change. How we think of it. We cannot change the situation, but we can change how we think about it. And that will give us some relief. Because that's the main thing that we're getting pain from and suffering from, our way we think about things. So if we can think in a Krishna conscious way, in a way that is more surrendered to Krishna and Guru, then we will find all the difficulties, all the pain will leave our mind. Pain and pleasure of the mind, results of the mind. It says in the Gita, just like water is very cold in the winter, we avoid, but the same water in the summer is pleasing. So it's not the water that's the problem. It's the mental idea we have. It's the mind that is telling us this water is no good in the winter and it's very nice in the summer. It's the same water.
About docility at the discipline of the body, that sometimes we are making the body to be trained with a particular situation,
Yes.
and you cannot react even that like in case of army, you see that there is also a kind of subjugation or exploitation that you make and train the body, and also you control the mind. Your soul is no more there. So then you train them and then make them work. Is it a right way of doing the things, or that is a part of karma theory again? The karma demands, the dharma demands to act in such a way so that the certain things can be maintained, like Russia war, you can see that. So is it a kind of right way of doing the things? What the Krishna consciousness will say, the kind of war is taking place these days. Who is
Yeah.
right and wrong?
That we cannot tell what is right and wrong as far as war is concerned or any other thing. There's always some, like I said, some reaction coming to whatever we have done. Whatever is right or wrong, and that we don't know for sure because there are so many factors. But each person is responsible for their own activities. What they are experiencing, that is the responsibility of the person who is experiencing that. And I said, our freedom is how we want to think about that, how we want to relate to that. It's not the situation so much that we have to change as our attitude toward it. Am I going in? If I see my activities are producing some suffering for me, then I have to change my attitude. What am I thinking? How am I seeing this? How did I get involved in this? How did I produce this? It's very important. Always look in yourself for the difficulty. Don't complain with the environment. If you complain to the environment, then you'll never make any progress. It's always somebody else. But if you look in yourself, what is my contribution to this? Then you can change something. Oh, I'm going like this, but I should not be doing like that. And the suffering is our friend in that case. Our suffering is our friend, because that is telling us we're not doing the proper thing. Then change, we have to change our thinking, change our mood, change our attitude. That's the solution. And that way we make progress. And we'll find that when we're engaged in Krishna conscious activities, activities that are pleasing to the Lord and to Gurudev and the Vaishnavas, we'll be very happy also. Pleasure. There will be a life of joy, of ecstasy. Then we'll know. This is how we know. What is the result? Phalena parikshite, it says. Judged by the result. This will help us.
Thank you, Madhava. Thank
Should
you so
probably
much.
say anything in Spanish.
You want to say in Spanish?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you.
Okay.
Andaba Pranan devoto. El Maharaj estaba comentando al principio de la conversación de la Sanga acerca de que hay muchos acontecimientos que naturales y no naturales que están ocurriendo en el mundo, como el terremoto en Siria, Turquía, problemas en algunos lugares de Estados Unidos, en fin. Entonces la devota de India, la doctora Yayanti Saho, preguntó al Maharaj acerca del sufrimiento, de por qué está habiendo tanto sufrimiento en el mundo. El Maharaj contestó a la doctora Yayanti Saho que, bueno, que es natural que haya ese sufrimiento, porque ese sufrimiento que está padeciendo las personas, en realidad nosotros mismos lo hemos creado con nuestras propias acciones, que eso no es creado por Krishna ni por nadie, sino nosotros mismos somos los únicos responsables debido a nuestras actividades pecaminosas y a nuestras actividades materiales. El Maharaj habla, toda acción se nos revierte en una reacción. Acción, reacción. Eso en India se llama ley del karma. Ley del karma. Acción y reacción. Lo que nosotros hacemos se nos devuelve. Entonces, nuestros gurús en el Vaishnava, en el camino Vaishnava, explican muy bien que los devotos no hacen karma. Se explica a karma. Un devoto es a karma. A en India significa no. A karma significa no karma. Y te dirán, bueno, ¿y cómo un devoto es a karma? ¿Cómo? Maharaja explica fácilmente. Él dice, un devoto es a karma cuando la acción del devoto es hecha bajo la instrucción de Gurudev. Si la persona sigue la instrucción de Gurudev, entonces toda acción no genera karma. Y entonces esa persona, ese devoto, consigue su libertad. Ahí sí es libre, porque está haciendo su vida basada en las instrucciones que le da el guru a través de un proceso que se llama rendición o saranagati. Cuando nosotros con humildad nos entregamos a la misión de Gurudeva y entendemos que nosotros somos solo un pequeño instrumento en la mano del guru y nos entregamos a eso sin ninguna reserva, con humildad y con fe, entonces podría decirse que en ese instante nuestra vida se va a tornar muy feliz, auspiciosa y exitosa, porque estamos dando los pasos correctos, apropiados en la vida espiritual. Por lo tanto, en resumen, el Maharaja explica muy bien que un devoto, si sigue este proceso tal cual se ha descrito, lo expresado, basado en las enseñanzas que está dando el Maharaja, se vuelve una persona exitosa y feliz y no va a generar más karma. Y así emprende de nuevo el regreso a su verdadero hogar, su verdadera naturaleza, que es ser un sirviente de Krishna. Y su verdadero hogar es donde está Krishna. Jai Maharaj.
Krivo, Ariyananda Prabhu.
Jai Maharaj, Jai Gurudev. Thank you for the opportunity. Share to
Pranam,
you.
Adityananda Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Dandava.
All right, we'll read Vandana. Yeah. $38. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Guru Shri
Sajivam Advaitam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Krishna Parmanam Jnana Salakaya
Tatsuru. Sri Guru
Prabhu Pariya Parampara Sri Gurudeva Anatha Sira
Devam Ananta Shira Acharya Varanisham
Purva Vista Supurva
Cincha Samasta Veda Nirguna Anugamam Vidam Divya Bhagavata
Devam
Devam Divya Tanum Sanda Ekavarnam Vairagya Vidya Buddhi Siddhanta Nidhinita Mukti Lakshmi Saraswatanam Paramatitam Ham Saranam Saraswati Vidita Gaudiya Gupe Viva Prabhata Mayabada Tili Dana Krishna Prema Bhadana Prada Guru Kitoraya Abutam Rangira Pingaya Radha Ishwarina Vande Bhakti Vinodam Swarupakam Bhakti Sastragya Radha Rasa
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Panchatattvam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarvapakam Bhaktavatara Namami Bhaktasarvam.
Namo
Namo Mahavadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya
Namami Gauravise Namaha.
Jaya
Jayatam Suratau
Gandharvamanda
Pandarmama Matargati Matar
Sarvasvapaya
Sarvasva
Radha
Mahutu Radha Mohan
Divya
Vrindavanaya Kalpadrumadaya Srimad Ratnakratna Sanasatu Sri Gandharva Srila Govinda Devi Shanam Smarami
Sriman Rasa
Sriman Rasa Rasamya Vimamsaiva Tatatataha Vimamvelo Bhakti Yoga Maha
Vrindaya
Tulasi Devai Krishna Bhakti Pradevi Satyavadai Namaha Atananta Vajra Guru Bhagavata Guru
Jaya Sapari
Jaya Sapari Govinda Jaya
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Sri
Advaita
Advaita
Gadadhara Sripad
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Jai
Hare
Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurumar, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev, Srila Shanta Maharaj Ki Jai,
Jai.
Jai Samaveda Bhaktavinda Ki Jai,
Jai,
Govardhana Ki Jai,
Jai,
Premanandi Hari Hari Hari.
Hari Hari Bol.
Jai, all glories to all the worldwide devotees Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai,
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Now, today we're going to start Prapanna-jivanamrtam again. I told that we would start with the table of announcements, topics in the table of contents, because here we have all the limbs of the Sharanagati, of surrender. You know, there are 6 limbs of surrender. Does anyone know those 6 limbs? 6 limbs of Sharanagati. 6 limbs of Sharanagati. Ariyananda Prabhu, do you know that? 6 limbs, Anga of Sharanagati. Do one.
Yes, Maharaj.
You know the 6 limbs of surrender? You know the meaning of 6 parts
Yes,
of
Maharaj.
Maestro está pidiendo que traduzca el significado de surrender. Surrender en español es rendición. Y en la India esa rendición es saranagati. Entonces en India, saranagati, en inglés surrender, y en español es rendición. Jai Maharaj.
Maharaj is asking if you know the 6 limbs, if you know the personally 6 limbs. Nombre de 6 angas of rendición.
Ah, ok. Ok. En los 6 nombres son aceptar lo favorable para la devoción, rechazar lo desfavorable, Prabhu Keshava is accepting the favorable, rechazar lo desfavorable. This is?
Sí.
¿O no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Sí, en el proceso de rendición, tiene seis aspectos, o angas o parte. Anga significa parte, entonces rechazar lo favorable en nuestra vida. Rechazar aquello que es desfavorable, aceptar al Señor Krishna como el Señor Supremo y de todo. Maharaja, I remember three anga, other, no, in this moment, no,
Okay,
no in my mind.
Yes, well, yes, you're right. First one is accepting what is favorable, and the second one is rejecting what is unfavorable to devotional service. These are the first two principles: accepting what is favorable and rejecting what is unfavorable to devotional service. Then the third one is accepting the Lord's protection, accepting the full protection of the Lord. That one who is surrendering to Krishna, first of all, accepts that Krishna will protect me. It's up to him, actually, if he wants to protect me or not protect me. If Krishna wants to kill you, then nobody can save you. But if Krishna wants to save you, then nobody can kill you.
Maharaj dice que otra de las angas es que debemos aceptar la protección del Señor Krishna. Un devoto no debería tener nunca un temor cuando es un devoto sincero, porque uno de los síntomas de que el devoto tiene rendición es que acepta la protección del Señor Krishna. Y eso es lo que está explicando allí también el Maharaj. Entonces, el Maharaj acaba de decir tres: aceptar todo aquello, todas aquellas cosas que son favorables a nuestra devoción, rechazar todo aquello que no es favorable a la devoción, y la tercera, que es aceptar que estamos protegidos, la protección del Señor Cristo.
So this is the principle of that Srila Prabhupada had when he came in the boat. First time he came by boat to America, he was a very old man and he had heart problems, so many difficulties. But he thought, if Krishna wants to save me, nothing can hurt me. And if Krishna wants me to die, then nobody can save me. So he was completely confident in the Lord's protection, or whatever. He knew he was under the Lord's guidance, the Lord's vision. Then he wasn't afraid. He wasn't afraid to die. He wasn't afraid to go on a long journey all by himself. Even risking his life, he was not afraid. It's said in the Sanskrit and Bengali also, Krishna Rakshe Nahi Amar, Krishna Rakshe Nari Mar, Krishna Mare Rakshina. Raksha means protect, and Mara means kill. So Krishna Rakshe Nahi Mar. If Krishna wants to protect you, nobody can kill you. Krishna Mare Rakshina means if Krishna wants to kill you, nobody can protect you. Like that. So this is the accepting the Lord's protection. This is the third limb, and then the third anga. Then the fourth, embracing the Lord's guardianship, accepting the Lord as your spiritual master, to live under the guidance of Gurudev, knowing that Gurudev is the non-different from Krishna. That is the fifth idea. The fourth, rather. The fourth limb is to accept the guardianship of the Lord, means to accept your guidance of the spiritual master. Acharya mam vijaniyat, to see the Lord coming in the form of the Acharya, of the spiritual master, and worshiping the spiritual master as the teaching of the Lord himself. The Lord is explaining himself through Guru, and Guru explains Krishna. by surrender to him as a transparent medium, transparent via media. Just like when the postman comes and delivers your mail. It's not from the postman. The mail doesn't come from the postman, although it's delivered by the postman. The mail is written by your friend or whoever is writing to you. So the postman delivers the message directly to you. That's the same as your friend delivering the message to you. So in the same way, Guru is only the mailman. He delivers the message to you, but that message is coming from Krishna, from Shastra, from Sadhu, from other traditional authorities. And Guru is only delivering that message, repeating that message, so that you may receive it. Of course, he has this realization of that message, and that is also very important. But the message doesn't come from Guru exactly. It comes from Krishna, from the higher authorities, and he is just delivering that. So we accept Guru in that way. Guru is the representative of God, and sometimes we accept directly that he is God himself. Then the next one is surrender, full surrender, body, mind, and soul. Giving up your body, mind, and soul to the protection and guidance of Gurudev. There's full surrender, Atma-nivedana. And then the sixth one is to be very humble and meek. Being very humble and meek. A devotee doesn't think himself to be the controller and the Lord over all. He thinks whatever happens is by the will of the Lord, and he tries to see Krishna and everything, and blames himself whenever there is some difficulty. He doesn't blame the environment. He tries to take that fault into himself. These are the six limbs or angas of devotion, and you can see in the table of contents here that these are the different chapters. Acceptance of favorable, rejection of unfavorable, confidence in the Lord's protection, embracing the Lord's guardianship, full self-surrender, and humility. And each of these limbs is broken up into three parts of each limb. What does the devotees say about this? What does the Lord say about this? And what does the scripture say about this? So Shastra, Sadhu, and Hari. Shastra, Sadhu, Hari. In other words, these are not just words from one source. These are the words from the different spiritual sources. Sadhu, the saints, the scripture, Shastra, and Hari, the Lord himself, tells us so many things in the Bhagavad Gita and other parts of the Vedas. The direct words of the Lord are there. And so we can learn from all these three sources what is the real meaning of Sharanagati. It's become very authoritative, very genuine, that we can follow these things. We should hear them from these three sources. And this book is the compilation of all of that knowledge. He has taken verses from the Lord, from the devotees, from the Shastra, on these six limbs of devotion, putting a very strong emphasis on Sharanagati. Because really, without Sharanagati, without surrender, there is no spiritual life. There's no spiritual life. You cannot claim you are engaged in spiritual life and not be surrendered to Guru, to Krishna. You cannot. The line that separates the material world from the spiritual world is called Sharanagati. You can come up from the world of exploitation. You go up, and then the line between the material world and the spiritual world is called Sharanagati. Sometimes they call it Vairagya, or the Viroja River. That means the plane of renunciation. So going up to from exploitation up to renunciation, and then after renunciation, you still have to come to Sharanagati before you can enter Vaikuntha. And then from Vaikuntha, you go even higher to Goloka. This is the process. This is the line of ascent. From the world of exploitation, we have to turn our attitude, our attention. Renounce all of that. Renounce all exploitation of this world. Give up this world, trying to make your way in this world, trying to become famous, trying to become happy, trying to become wealthy, get some fame or honor. Try to give all that up and try to enter through renunciation. Give that up means renunciation. Tyaga. Sarvadhamam Parityaga, Krishna says. Tyaga means renounce. Renounce all these duties that you have in this world, which you're doing only for yourself prosperity. But that's not your job. That is not your interest. Your interest, Krishna says, is in me. How to surrender to me, how to love me. So by giving that up, and Mam Ekam Sharanam, Krishna said, that Sharanam is there. Sharanam means Sharanagati. Give up all these other endeavors and surrender to me. Krishna tells in Gita very directly. So this Sharanagati is the point in the line where you cross from this world to that world. That world is all based on Sharanagati. You can't engage in that spiritual plane unless you have surrender. You can't go with your aggressive attitude, with your controlling attitude, with your ego attitude. You cannot go there. You won't be allowed. This is not a place. It's not like going with a spaceship. You can't go from the material world to the spiritual world with a spaceship, maintaining your exploitive mentality without having to change your own heart. You can't do that. You must change your heart. That is the change. That is the way of entering the spiritual world. Change your consciousness. Krishna consciousness is a change of heart, change of consciousness. From the world of exploitation to the world of seva. And not only seva, not only service, but devotional service. Service with love. Service out of love. Service as an expression of your heart's innermost feelings. A very personal thing, a very intimate thing. I don't think you can get there simply by studying books, even the scriptures or whatever. You can't do it like that. You must come to direct personal connection with Guru and then serve with all your heart and all your humility. Then we can make progress in spiritual life. Otherwise, it's just monkey business. Monkey business. Understand? Comprende? Español? Nelson wants to say something, I think, but we can. Nelson?
Saying he didn't understand so much.
Okay. Okay.
All these things are interrelated.
Hold on, Doctor.
Huh?
Harinanda is going to translation, I think, right?
Yes. You're going to do it. You're going to do it.
When we talk,
then we can have some questions after that. Okay.
Okay.
And Harinanda.
Thank you, Maharaja. El Maharaja puso un ejemplo muy bonito de Srila Prabhupada cuando se refería al segunda anga de aceptar la protección del Señor. Maharaja dijo que Srila Prabhupada cuando iba en barco de India a USA, en el barco sufrió muchos problemas, le dio problemas aquí en el corazón. Y a pesar de todos esos obstáculos, el Señor Krishna no permitió que Srila Prabhupada abandonara el cuerpo, sino que lo protegió. Es un ejemplo que colocó el Maharaja acerca de la protección del Señor Krishna a sus muy íntimos devotos, muy queridos devotos. También luego el Maharaja habló de la tercera y cuarta anga, que son aceptar al Señor Krishna como el guía de tu vida. Pero nosotros no tenemos acceso directamente a Krishna. Entonces el Maharaja explica que ese aspecto de la rendición significa que sí, aceptar al Señor Krishna como el guía de nuestra vida, pero a través del Guru, sirviendo al Guru. Si nosotros servimos al Guru con fe, con humildad, entonces el Guru es el representante del Señor Krishna en este mundo. Y el Maharaj explicó un ejemplo del postman. Del postman en español es cartero. Entonces el postman, el cartero, te trae, toca el timbre, ping, ping, aquí carta. Te entrega una carta y tú la lees, ¿no? Y te dan un mensaje. El Gurudev es como representa ese postman del Señor Krishna. El Gurudev viene y te entrega a ti un mensaje. Entonces eso es lo que representa también la figura del Guru y el proceso de aceptar a Krishna como el guía de tu vida es solamente a través de la aceptación del maestro espiritual. También el Gurudeva explicó un poco el contenido del libro Saranagati, explicó un poco aquí los capítulos. Entonces, estos capítulos del libro se refiere a esas angas, a esos aspectos. Los explica desde 3 puntos de vista. Desde el punto de vista de Hari, que es el Señor Krishna, desde el punto de vista de Hari, desde el punto de vista de las escrituras y desde el punto de vista tercero de los Vaishnavas. Entonces, todo el contenido del libro es una joya, una obra maestra, porque te explica el proceso de rendición desde el punto de vista del Señor Supremo, Hari, desde el punto de vista de las escrituras y desde el punto de vista de los grandes Vaishnavas. Entonces, con esos 3 aspectos, en este libro hermosamente se enseña todo acerca de lo que es el proceso del Saranagati o la rendición. Por eso este libro es muy importante volverlo a releer y prestar mucha atención. Ay, Maharaj.
Haribol.
Haribol, Maharaj.
Dr. Sahu, you had some questions?
No, I just have a doubt. I did not question. It's a kind of, I just try to understand. I think when we said Saranagati is, I think every bhakti tradition has this kind of that complete surrender faith to God. So all these steps which you have said, is it interrelated, logically follow up, like one is necessary? All these are interrelated?
I'm sorry, yes, they are. Actually, the foundation of Sharanagati is called Gopatre Vardhana, which means surrender to accept the Lord as your guardian. Accepting the spiritual master is considered the root, the foundation, and all the others are considered limbs of that. So once you accept Guru as your guardian, or Krishna in the form of Guru as your guardian, then automatically you will accept, you will find you will have to accept what is favorable and reject what is unfavorable to following the order of Guru, to accept the protection of Krishna so that you're not thinking of something other than Krishna in your spiritual life. Always accepting him is there, his presence in your heart. And these other things also. Humility, humble and meek, that also is a quality that comes automatically for one who accepts the surrender at the lotus feet of Gurudev. So they're all connected in that way, through the surrender to Gurudev, or the surrender to the Lord as your guardian. Let the Lord guide you in your life. Your Lord and Master is actually Gurudev, and you allow him to guide you in your life and nothing else. And these all will come as a matter of course. And this is confirmed. And this is confirmed like I said, in Shastra, by Sadhu, and by
Puri.
yes, the Lord himself. So we can be confident that these instructions are very important for everyone. Okay?
Yes, thank you, Maharaj. Thank you.
Someone else? Yes. No, sir, Prabhu.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The question is, what is the first step be better for start to practice these principles?
What is the start?
No understand me?
Yes. How do you start?
Yes, yes. Which one must I start?
Oh,
Which one?
hearing. Hearing
Hearing.
means Shravana. Shravana means hearing. We start by hearing.
Only
Yes.
Only hearing.
Only hearing.
It close the mouth.
Close your lips. Listen, open your ear.
Yes.
Close-
Yeah.
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, open your ear. Like that.
Okay. Thank you.
We begin by hearing from the proper person, from the person who knows what is what. We have to hear from them. From Guru Dev means Tattva Darshana, who has seen the truth, who knows the truth, and can tell us something about that. Someone who is practicing themselves. Then we hear from that. That will make an impression in our heart, proper impression. And so from hearing, we will become to remembering. Hearing, then we can repeat what we heard. Hearing and then repeating, that's called kirtan. So Shravanam, first hearing, then singing or saying is kirtan. And then from that comes smaranam, remembering. If we hear and we say, we repeat what we heard, then we will remember, our mind will be influenced by, just like when you go to, sometimes in the old days when they would go to school, the teacher would say, tell the students, 1 + 1 = 2, 2 + 2 = 4, and the student had to repeat, no? They had to repeat. Whatever they heard the teacher say, they repeat. Then what happens? At later time, you ask the student, what is 2 + 2? Immediately, they'll say 4. They remember. So by hearing and chanting comes remembering, understand? Remembering will come. And then remembering is very important. That is called consciousness. Remembering means consciousness. When you're thinking, remembering Krishna, then you're Krishna conscious. Vishnu Smaranam. It's called Vishnu Smaranam, means always remembering Krishna, always. That you do by hearing and chanting. So we tell the students, chant Hare Krishna. Hear the mantra and then chant the mantra. And Sankirtan is both. Sankirtan means you're hearing and chanting with other devotees. You're singing, but you're also hearing what the other devotees are singing. And in this way, this is Shravan Kirtan. That's called Sankirtan. And by the Sankirtan process, we can come to Krishna consciousness, Vishnu Smaranam. Okay? A very simple process, but very powerful. It works. We've seen it. We've seen it work in the school. They use the same process, but they teach them all nonsense. That's now you're all learning real knowledge. Okay? So you try to hear as much as possible. Read the books, that's also hearing. Talk to the devotees, attend the sanghas, chant the holy name, like that, with the devotees, in the company of the devotees. And this way we will gradually make progress. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. And then we'll come to Pada Sevanam. Then we will learn how to serve. Then we will take up service. Once we know what we are serving, whom we are serving. that we are serving Krishna. That's an important step also. Pada-sevanam. Pada-sevanam means very humble service. You start by cleaning the bathroom in the temple, cleaning the floor, whatever. Take humble service approach. Then gradually you will learn how to serve Krishna in a more intimate way, a more elevated way. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Maharaj, can I say, can I include one more thing? Like when we talk about Shravan, you said, listen, Shravan also includes, like you must have a faith on it. Shravan in the sense that if everybody listens to you, and like we all are listening to you, but somebody who is having faith, strong faith, then that Shravan works. Is it like that?
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
Shravan also includes faith.
Yes. Yes. Jesus gave a nice example in the Bible. He told that he is like the farmer who is throwing the seed in the land. And the seed is what's giving the crops.
This is
So if you throw the seed and it goes on the bad soil, nothing will grow. If it goes on the good soil, only it will grow. So it has to be good soil. That means we have to be a good hearer. The seed is the word. It's what is being given, what is being told. That's the seed. And that seed has to fructify and grow into the creeper of devotion. That has to grow. That seed, that sound has to become devotion ultimately. So, but that requires a good soil. You must have a good heart, a heart that's willing and eager to learn those things, to develop those things. Of course, the farmer can give the seed, but the soil has to provide the beans by which it grows. So we need that. We need that good foundation within our own heart. As much as we are pure, as much as we are sincere, then that seed will take effect, will grow into the proper direction of devotion. Otherwise, it will become a weed. You'll drown out by the weeds. The weeds of misconception will grow along with your creeper of devotion, and that will strangle will strangle the creeper of devotion. So you want to be careful that all these bad things that are in your heart, they don't attack your devotional development. It's also important. It's like that. You have to have a good heart, good soil, and you also have to clear all those bad things that are there with it so that they don't stop your devotional progression. And the best thing for that is pure faith. Have a strong faith in the Lord. And like we said, all these other things will be there. We have faith, but we also have this strong direction given by Shastra, Sadhu, Hari. We have all this direction given very strongly. So why we should have so many doubts? There's the rascal nature we have. They want to find some excuse not to surrender. But evil. Hare Krishna. All right. Then what else?
Harinanda.
Harinanda, you want to say something?
Ya, Maharaja, Maharaja, en resumen, te dijo que había personas, por ejemplo, que tenían su naturaleza demoníaca. Eso significa que van a su ritmo, a su cuento, a su historia, a su mundo material, y no siguen las instrucciones de nadie. Aquí prácticamente lo que volvió a recalcar lo que había dicho anteriormente acerca de que tenemos que seguir con un proceso de rendición. Y ese proceso de rendición se hace a través del servicio, pero también un servicio que se debe hacer también con amor. Y que básicamente es la misma enseñanza que dio anteriormente. Todo se puede resumir en eso, o sea, hacer un servicio con amor. Y también el Maharaja habló que, por ejemplo, en los templos uno limpia la sala de baño, el bathroom, la sala de baño, limpia los pisos, todo eso. Eso también tiene significado que te ayuda también un poco a romper el ego y a desarrollar la humildad, la humildad, y eso en la medida que hay también una historia que en la medida que tú limpias todo en los templos, entonces también tu corazón también se va limpiando de las impurezas. Más o menos en general, ese es el mensaje que acaba de decir el Maharaja. Jai Maharaj.
Jai Hariyananda Prabhu ki jai.
Jai Maharaj, Jai Devotee, Jai Gurudev.
Any other question? Aditi Nandan Prabhu, how are you doing? ¿Cómo está?
Aditinanda Prabhu, el Maharaj está preguntando que qué estás haciendo, que si tienes alguna pregunta, que cómo te sientes.
I'm muted. We can't hear.
Prabhu, tienes el volumen un poquito bajo, lo puedes subir, escucharte mejor.
Ya, ¿me escucha? Sí.
Sí, sí.
¿Cómo está, Maharaja?
¿Cómo está? Bien, muy bien.
Bien. No, pregunta no. Pues ahora no tengo preguntas. Tengo que copiarla.
What did he say?
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to see you.
Do you have any association there? Vaishnava association, do you have?
Maharaj te está preguntando que si tienes alguna asociación de devotos en donde tú estás viviendo.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Un little, un poco. Con devotos son devotos de aquí en Cartagena de Brinda nada más. Devotos
Prabhu had association with devotos de organization de name Brinda.
Brinda.
Yes.
Brinda devotees?
Yes.
Brinda, sí.
You
Pero no todos, no he hablado con muchos de ellos y
Paramadvaiti Maharaj.
ya no lo tienen como uno. Paramadvaiti.
Yeah.
Entonces,
Okay. Maharaj, Prabhu explained the devotees Brindan in Colombia, no, in this moment, no follower the Paramadvaita Guru, no follower. The name is Brindan, but they no follower in this moment.
Okay.
For problem, very problem.
Yes.
yeah, connection.
All right.
Connection back.
Okay.
And then Prabhu explained that he is speaking with they, but about topic the Krishna little.
Okay. All right, good. Well, he is associating with Hariyananda. Is very good. He keeps contact with you. And you keep contact with Shanta Maharaj.
El Maharaj te está diciendo que trates de mantener el contacto con Hariyananda, que sería muy buena asociación para ti, y que también mantengas el contacto directamente con Srila Bhakti-Nikamashanta Maharaj, que también sería muy bueno para ti.
Ok. Jai.
Jai, Deva. And Bhakta Ras, when are you coming? When are you coming home? Back to Godhead.
I don't know.
You know, hurry up, we're waiting for you. All right.
You Bhakta, Raksa Bhakta, you come to Spain.
Okay.
Invite you Sunday, July, come on, you can.
He likes the warm weather. He's in San Diego. He likes that warm weather there, huh? All right. Anyhow, you please take care. Stay in good health. Huh? Always remember Krishna. My humble dandavats to you all. Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Maharaj, Hari Bol, devotee.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maharaj. I love you.
Uh,